The day has finally come. Joao Felix to Chelsea. Fabrizio Romano, say it with me. Every single one of you knows it. Here we go. You gotta love that because we need creativity and we're desperate from it, and Joao is a creative machine. Other than that, Arsen Zakharyan, the Russian international, is openly talking about Chelsea like he's already joined the club. The comments from him on Russian TV are absolutely mad. He talks about Joao like they were teammates already. Crazy comment. And finally, yesterday I said we had no links to any centre midfielders or right backs that we could be chasing. And now I've got two names for you that are being reported, and they are strong links. Let's get in. Welcome to the Kavkas View, and in today's video, like I told you, the rundown is a great one. So before we get started, I need you lot to hit that like button because we're aiming for 750 likes. So if you like number 12, please just write number 12 in the comment below. It helps the algorithm, it helps me, and I really appreciate it. Subscribe if you like the content because I know you do, you back regularly. And finally, in the pinned comment is my linked page. On that linked page, you can go follow me on Instagram. This is where I reveal reels, and you can write me any questions you want, and I usually reply about football all the time in the DMs. Peace out, let's get all right. So today around about lunchtime UK time, we got a here we go from Fabrizio Romano. It looks like Chelsea are finally going to get this deal across, and it was a deal that I did not think was going to happen, but Joao Felix is leaving Atletico Madrid on a 6-month loan, 11 million euros as we reported yesterday, and the deal is basically done. The guy was pictured going to the airport, medical's gonna happen soon, hopefully he becomes a Chelsea player by the weekend and it will be officially announced. You know how these things go. Chelsea are going to want to make this a massive social media campaign because like I said, this kid is renowned to be a star boy, especially on Twitter. Everyone talks about him in great light, and I'm really excited to see what's going to happen. The problem with this deal is that people are coming out of it with multiple aspects. So they're like, okay, Cholo is set to be leaving Atletico Madrid in June, right? When the season ends, Simeone is going to be leaving. So what's going to happen? Because Joao is not going to go back, is he? Because if he bangs at Chelsea, surely Chelsea want to keep him. Chelsea have got a great relationship with Atletico Madrid. We've sold them multiple players and we've bought multiple players off them. For example, it goes as far back as we've given him Thibaut Courtois on a 2-year loan. It even stayed on a 3rd if I'm not mistaken. Then he came back to the club. Or other than that, we've bought Diego Costa, Alvaro Morata went there on a nice discount. So we have done good business with Atletico Madrid. Even Felipe Luis is coming back into my head, the left back. Remember, we bought him and then gave him back on a discount. So the relationship between the two boards, well, the old regime at Chelsea and this board, is very good. Todd Bowley is very good at maintaining good relationships. Mendes is the agent for Joao Felix, so I think that's fine. The whole scheme now is, can Joao turn up and become a creative player for Chelsea? Because we're dying. We're craving some creativity, and I'm very excited to see what's going to happen. Is this deal the most ideal deal on the world? No, because we lack more than just Joao Felix. If it's just Joao Felix, the same problems will exist. But if we go and get some additional solutions to accompany Joao Felix, then maybe we are going to become a team that is not 10th place. Maybe a team that can try to make a last-minute push for top 4. Because since the World Cup, we've acquired 4 points out of the possible 9. And we needed to go on a crazy run. So hopefully we can go on a crazy run now and try to give us some optimism for the remainder of it. But as it stands, Joao Felix, here we go, Fabrizio Romano. Another player that we've been linked with, and this is more from the youth team, and a player that's been renowned as a very good talent from Eastern Europe, is Arsen Zakharyan. So he plays for Dynamo Moscow. He's a player that is very talented, good ball carrier, strikes the ball cleanly, free kicks, corner kicks, good outside of the box shooting, decent finisher, creative machine. When you look at his numbers, he's got the best numbers I think around Europe for U21 or U22. He's got averages 3 key passes a game. So the stats are backing this guy up, and this guy has been linked with Chelsea. We've agreed a deal a long time ago. We just can't get it across the deal due to visa issue given his nationality at this moment in time. If you don't know, go read about it. We're not going to be talking about it here. He's talking about Chelsea like he's basically their player. Like, he's come out with some quotes saying, look, the deal's agreed, it's all signed, my agent's talking about it, I just need to know when I'm ready to go. I could be on a plane in the next 2 hours. Like, it's that deep. Then he went as far as saying, Joao can go on the left and I can go down the center and it's going to be all good. This guy wants to play for Chelsea, people. Like, this guy clearly has been influenced from a young age of Chelsea. He's 22, I'm 25, 26, right? So for my lifetime, Chelsea have been fantastic. Chelsea have been one of the elite clubs, top 10 clubs in the world. And for his lifetime, they've been even better. He doesn't remember a period where Chelsea were what they are right now, 10th place. He is eagerly motivated to come and join Chelsea. He wants to be a Chelsea player, and I really hope we get this deal across the line, because based on the clips I've seen of him, based on the talent profile, he is very, very good. Like, put some muscle on him, and he's mobile as well. He could be a very good, complete Premier League midfielder. Really. And finally, yesterday we discussed that Chelsea are still looking for a centre midfielder and a right back. So we're going to attack the midfielder first. The midfielder that Chelsea apparently are looking for is someone combative, someone that can get across the ground, but at the same time can basically win duels and be a good centre midfield anchor. Well, Chelsea are looking at Romeo Lavia. Chelsea bid £50 million for Romeo Lavia on deadline day apparently, and the deal got rejected by Southampton. They acquired him, to make matters worse, in June. So literally, he became their player, and all of a sudden, Chelsea at the end of the window go, oh, you know what, we'll take him off your hands, don't worry about it. I don't think it works like that, Chelsea. I think Chelsea need to be more understanding of the intricacies of the transfer window. But Graham Bailey from 90 Min is coming out, and he's saying that Chelsea is still interested in the player, and it's someone that they're actively looking at. The guy's just come back from an injury. What do I think of him? I think he's a Belgian international that is highly touted. From what I've seen of him, he's very good, but is he ready to come in now and compete? I don't think so. I think he's going to come in and play. Is he going to get us to top 4? I don't know. I really don't know. Is he better than what we have? Physically, maybe he is, but experience-wise, he's going to make a lot of mistakes and be learning on the job. And what I think people aren't appreciating, and this is the issue here, is that Chelsea need to make top 4. Like, it's not out of the possibility that we're going to make top 4, but at the same time, it's highly unlikely. And bringing in young prospects that are going to be learning on the job and making mistakes and inconsistent, because this is what young players do, inconsistency. It's just not the right way to go, right? You need experience around them. Like, if it was Enzo Fernandez or Romeo, one of them, right, and then you put it next to an N'Golo Kante and an experienced DM, then I'd say, you know what, okay, like, it makes sense. You have 2 experienced players, you've got 1 youngster. But when you have 2 youngsters and an experienced head, you're literally asking that 1 experienced head to carry them both through the games. And as you've seen at Real Madrid this year, Real Madrid's problems have been arising when it's Camavinga and Tchouaméni. It's never when it's one of the 2. When it's both of them, issues start to arise, because experience is important, people. Know-how is important. Consistency comes from experience, comes from being uncomfortable in those places multiple times. But it is what it is. I hope you lot enjoyed it. That's a good way to look at it. And now, the right back that Chelsea are being linked with is a player that is highly touted in the world at this moment in time. Pedro Porro. Double R is a ho. For any of you that don't know it, that's what my Portuguese fiance told me. Double R is not Porro, like I was going to say. It's Porro. I've been corrected like 50 times. Other than that, the guy is a right back / right wing back, highly touted. Spurs are chasing him like crazy. It is reported that Chelsea are interested in stealing this deal, hijacking it. It's someone that I would love at the club, purely because of the fact I know he's highly rated, very mobile, got a good cross on him, good in the final third. I don't know about his defensive attributes yet, haven't watched him enough in 90-minute games. It's very difficult to watch a few compilations and start to say, you know what, this guy can defend. I think you can say someone can attack consistently by watching a compilation, but when you watch 90-minute games, you almost watch player body shape, you see how many balls go in behind them and whether their positioning was correct in the long time. So I don't know enough about him in that aspect. But I do know he's a highly touted individual in the Sporting Lisbon Academy. They're looking for a lot of money for him. Chelsea's profile of buying young is getting ticked here. Buying good high potential, getting ticked here. Ready for first team, getting ticked here. My question will be is, why would he join Chelsea when he knows if Reece James is fit, he plays? Unless he knows what we know, that Reece James can't stay fit. Because I think it's important for Chelsea to make the assumption now that Reece James can't stay fit. 5 seasons now, or 4 seasons, Reece has consistently been getting injured. Assuming Reece is not going to get injured is assuming like something crazy is going to happen, because he always gets injured. That's a guaranteed fact. Like, we have seen it. The evidence is big enough now for us to understand this player has got injury problems. We need to see how these deals develop. This was the Kavkas View. I hope you lot enjoyed it. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends. Start sharing this content, people, because I'm looking at it. Not enough of you are sharing it. Hit that share button. Send it to a friend. Send it in a WhatsApp. Make sure people come and watch. They will enjoy it as much as you did, because you made it this far. See you later, guys.